Hello and welcome to the Warhammer Meta Chasers. This is your weekly live rundown of the biggest and best Warhammer 40,000 events happening all over the world. My name is Paul Murphy. I'm joined by Dustin Henshaw.
Hello, everyone.
And Adam Camilleri.
G'day, everybody.
Everybody, it's time to chase the meta. Been a week or two since I've been here, and I've missed y'all sincerely. I'm glad to be back, and great to come back to 40K being awesome out there in the world, seeing some stuff happen and play all over the place. And now we got some team tournaments to bring you, from places you might not expect. How are y'all doing today?
Adam took a breath.
Yeah. Look, we're chasing the meta.
We're doing great.
Let's go. Great. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, we have
before you publish.
We have two fantastic events. One of the biggest teams events in the world is happening this weekend. The other side of almost 800 players in total, and then from Southeast Asia, we have a 140-player team event as well, which has garnered some international interest. In addition to attracting a huge amount of the region to some teams 40K. It's going to be a really exciting show and a fantastic weekend for 40K.
I love team events. Look, I know it takes a little bit more coordination, and you have to rely on others, to get there. And sometimes the challenge is just getting there. But once you do, I find it a cool way to do it because you get to share in the ups and downs, the wins and losses, and it has a different challenge to it outside of a singles event, and that's why we see so many of them popping up all over the world. Singles competition is awesome as well, especially get to show off your army, get to kind of like plan for those things. There are destination events out there, and I got to imagine that an almost 800 player event is one of those destinations events. So let's go ahead and talk about it. This is the Winter ITT. This is from Brighton on Dunsmore. If you couldn't guess, sounds like it's from England, and it is. That is 759 players and 153 teams of 5. Somebody's getting a bye. Going fighting over 6 rounds. Dustin, what are we going to see there?
In the Imperial Super Faction, there are 2 Imperial Agents, 27 Sisters of Battle, 49 Custodes, 19 Admech, 56 Astra Militarum, 16 Grey Knights, and 12 Imperial Knights. Space Marines, just 48 Adeptus Astartes, 21 Dark Angels, 12 Space Wolves, 36 Blood Angels, 6 Black Templar, and 6 Death Watch. Chaos, there's 26 Chaos Space Marines, 18 T-Sens, 42 Death Guard, 29 World Leaders, 30 Emperor's Children, 42 Demons, and 29 Chaos Knights. Xenos, there's 61 Necrons, 34 Orcs, 27 Tau, 27 Votan, 61 Necrons, yeah. Hive Mind, there's 28 Tyranids and 9 Genestealer Cults. Still not even breaking the double digits in this. Come on, guys. Eldar, there's 24 Drukhari and 26 Eldar Manufactured Podium. Because this team event is technically total of starters at 129, but really it's Necrons at 61, then Astra Militarum behind them with 56, and then Custodes behind them with 49, and Adeptus Astartes one behind the Custodes with 48. That is not too surprising of a podium. Aside from the Custodes, they've been kind of taking a is it the triple Land Raider build? Is that what everybody loves now?
Not always the triple Land Raider. It's just massed Custodian Guard is starting to hold up enough, especially in team events, to get itself a spot. And as that kind of like melee brawler mid-board army, they're really starting to hit their stride. So they're starting to take over a bit.
I didn't give all the terms and conditions. In a team event, you can't take the team cannot take more than one faction more than once. So, when we see these numbers creeping up that high, that means a lot of teams felt real strongly about it. And with the way the meta's been, if even a third of the teams have taken a faction, we believe that to be considered one of the strongest in that area. And in teams of a 5-player team events, different than an 8-player, you see a lot of, what would be like top meta list type or archetypes being taken at these things.
100%. Really fascinating to see here that only 24 teams out of 153 did not take Astartes. 129 teams took some version of Adeptus Astartes, and it is crazy. Of course, they always want to have a little snapshot of Astartes and see what's being taken. Of course, vanilla Astartes, Codex compliant Astartes is overwhelmingly the most with 48, but 12 less than them is the Blood Angels.
But that's all so that's like all the Ultramarines and Raven Guard and White Scars and stuff combined, Iron Hands and stuff. That's in that other thing, and then coming in strong, obviously, is the Blood Angels.
Well, it just shows the horses for courses. So there's been a bit of a revamp of the UKTC terrain format, whereas it used to be the UKTC terrain was probably the best of our terrain formats for shooting. The revamp has seen that script mostly flipped, and it's starting to look like it is quite a bit better for melee. And so 3 to 6 months ago, we may have seen Dark Angels be the most prevalent outside there, maybe a few more of the Death Watch even varieties because they get a bit more agency on the long lanes and things like that. But now, yeah, firmly, undeniably looking for the melee brawlers as your secondary pick if you're not going to take the all-comers of the vanilla Astartes.
KR's calling it out in chat saying, been talking about the Horde Custodes for months now, and people are finally catching on. Is what it seems like it's certainly represented here and what you just mentioned as well. And like, hey, I did mention we do this live. So if you're listening to us after the fact on the podcast aggregators, come join us live, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We got a great chat, folks. And you get to hang out with us real time.
And you get to participate in the tiebreaker at the end of the show tonight, too. So if you're here, get ready.
Oof.
Get ready.
The year of our Lord 2025 champion will be decided here at the right at the end of January.
Chat gets to participate, so
what our faction podium doesn't capture, the next slot on our faction podium would be Demons and Death Guard at 42, which I think is quite interesting. Death Guard is so Demons are not that surprising statistically. Over on, you can go check this out over on Stat Check for the stats, but statistically and on the faction ladder I just did on one of my other shows, Demons is the best statistical winning army in the game. Scintillating Legion is the strongest technically most winning army in the game right now. And so that's not surprising, but Death Guard is. Now, where I see Death Guard is that if you were, let's theoretically say you were to take your Custodes guard spam, yeah? What would you like to combo that with? Well, Death Guard seems to be an amazing pairing to have both Death Guard and that list of Custodes in your lineup.
You mean like, to put out saying deal with both of these bricks if you can, like but you got to come with something real strong.
Fantastic mid-board brawling armies. They would work together quite well. In addition, Death Guard kill those Custodes quite a bit quicker than a lot of other things. And the issue with killing those Custodes is, are you going to be, do you kill them from range? And can you stand on objectives while you're killing them? And a lot of armies can't. Things like Tau really struggle to do that, and things like whatnot, because of course, if you do swing down or they just spike those invulns a little bit, you are cooked. And in addition, I hear, and I haven't had this confirmed, but I hear all the rampant debuffing that Death Guard do isn't the worst thing in the world into Catan and the new Necron stuff. It might not be Catan specific, but maybe it's the rest of the Necron, Cursed Legion conglomerates and stuff like that. Death Guard are starting to find some legs into, but I've yet to see that confirmed. That's just like a bit of instinct and anecdote.
If you pay points for some innate stat durability, fighting an army that can just innately take that away from you is a huge liability.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now we have one team to unpack from this event. And this team is our team of patrons. We always do this. I think this is the second or third time we've unpacked these guys, the Wooden Spoon Collectors. Now, these are patrons of ours. They've come to me specifically at times for, advice on team format and, team pairings and things like that. And it's been my great joy to work with them over the last couple of months and or not. But this is their lineup for this event in particular. They are taking, of course, the 5-pack, starting off with Necrons, Pantheon of Woe, 5 Catan, new hotness. No reason not to take it if you got it. Then they got an Orcs Warhorde, which has its double kill rig, Orcs good stuff. So instead of taking like the Battle Wagon and stuff like that, it's the double kill rig, which is this player's specific flavor. They really love the kill rigs. Then we have Grey Knights Banishers, trying to rock a unit, a Land Raider and a unit of 10 Paladins. So trying to be the pseudo, bring a little bit of the pseudo Custodes flavor whilst playing an advance and charge version of Grey Knights, which isn't terrible.
That's not. Land Raider can be hard to deal with sometimes too, especially in a team event where you might be able to kind of zig around something that is kind of fit for purpose for the Land Raider.
Then we have a World Eaters Berserker Warband. It's exactly what you think it is. And then an Adeptus Astartes of Ultramarines, Blades of Ultramar, with no Victrix Guard in this one. It is much more of the hulls and utility rather than going all in on the Victrix, but still has Guilliman and Calgar. And that is the 5-pack being taken by our lovely darlings and patrons, the Wooden Spoon Collectors. What do you boys make of it?
I like it a lot. I like Necrons, like I talked about before. 5 to 10, especially in teams when you can get them in the right matchup, that's just a nightmare to deal with. I actually like the Orcs and World Eater pairing. I like that a lot.
Me too. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm liking it that they have their big old meta bully in the 5 Catan. They have the all comers in the Adeptus Astartes in the Ultramarines, and then they have their X Factor in the Grey Knights, which is like, has anybody really played against that army recently? Do they really know what that's going to do? It's essentially, I think he's got some Terminators in there as well, so he's playing more of a thickness based Grey Knights list, a bunch of 2-up save that can also be redeployed, every single turn. So I actually quite like this. They've got some predictability. They've got some strength. They've got a good backbone and aggression, and then they've got some X factor, which is what I love to see in a 5-pack.
Same. And I think that a lot of players or a lot of teams may come up against like, oh, we can deal. We know what to expect with that Satan list, but maybe these other things are going to throw them for a loop a bit. And then like with
Absolutely.
Land Raiders, getting through Land Raiders and Terminators is a tough thing to do in 2 or 3 turns.
Agreed. We already know their round 1 pairing, so we know what they're up against in their first game. The interesting is, though, the team I looked up that they're playing against, which is called the Minutemen, only has 4 players listed in their team, in their squad. So, but the factions that they're going to be going against is Death Guard, Orcs, Empress Children, and Grey Knights. And then either they're getting a free win off the 5th pairing, or there's someone that
That's how
hasn't.
confident that team is. They don't even need a 5th. They'll take a 0 and still outscore you.
It's Necrons. There's this deceiver. You don't think they're there, but they're there.
So yeah, they've got a Death Guard of Virulent Vectorum. They have an Orcs Warhorde. They have Empress Children Coterie, which is exactly what you expect. And then they also have a Grey Knights Warpbane. So they both have Grey Knights. They both have Orcs. And then so then they line up differently on the other 2 pairings with the Necrons and the Adeptus Astartes. So they're playing against one of the only teams that didn't bring Space Marines, which is interesting.
Well, or did they?
Yeah. Or did they? It's Raven Guard. It's hidden.
Yeah.
They're using their sneak armor.
There's so many.
It
could be one of the GSC, coming from below. There's so many memes we can go here. So many memes.
But this is obviously a lineup where the Catan shine. I'm just going to quickly look at the Catan absolutely shine in this lineup. I don't think there are 2 lists that they have that deal with Catan effectively. So the Catan could easily, Catan could easily go up first, but I think it's probably better to lead with something weird and wonky. Either the Grey Knights, if they have a specific table choice that they're seeking for the Grey Knights, because a lot of this matchup, there's not really any guns on the side of the opponent's team. So I'm just going to quickly see if there's like just a bunch of
Blades of Ultramar with all the vehicles. Then that could be a good one out as well.
That's what I was about to say.
Yep.
Seeing as the Catan really don't have a bad matchup, don't waste them as the put up. Go up with your Adeptus Astartes. Go up with them, and because they're hull centric, get them the table pick that they want. Seeing as the other 4 that you've got, Grey Knights are uppy downing. They're always going to get shots if they want them. And then the World Eaters, Necrons, and Orcs don't really need a table pick. They're all pretty good. If anything, the World Eaters maybe wants to go up second and get the heavy still there. But the rest of it, go up with the Ultramarines, see what they do, and then go in with the World Eaters up next. And the Singers and Necrons don't really have a bad matchup here. Who cares what they get? Just leave them Predator with them. Cool. You chucked up, let's say they chucked up Emperor's Children. Emperor's Children has a pretty big struggle with World Eaters as their first one. Well, you can have the Catan or you can have the World Eaters. And God knows, I know for a fact World Eaters hate Catan. They do not have a Catan solution. As far as I can tell. Outside them going wild and taking Lucius with like 6 flawless blades, they don't have a Catan solution. And that one isn't even a good one. It's too many points.
All right. Well, now it's time to pick which faction we think will come away with the most battle points in this team tournament. Not the event, not the one we think is going to, the team we think is going to win, the faction we think is going to come away with the highest battle points.
So I want us to do 2. We're going to do 2 picks.
Okay.
We're going to pick the overall faction we think is going to come in first place. We're also going to pick which one of these boys tops their team.
Dig it. Let's do it. What are we doing first, and who's going first?
Overall. We'll go overall first. And who is going first? This is a great question. What are you? You're a Poland dice. All right, let's go. Who wants to call it? Dustin, call it. You want the 5-6?
I'll take the 5-6.
All right, 3-4 for Paul, 1-2 for me. It's a 2.
How about that? Oh yeah, of course. Make the sound.
I love it how. Yeah.
All right. I actually, this is bad for me because I know a lot more about the Thailand event. So not picking first there is going to suck. I am going to go with Ashimiltarum.
That's a good pick. That is a very good pick.
All right. Dusty, up next.
I'll do. I mean, I gotta go with the numbers and take Necrons.
Paul, what would you like?
It would be hard not to go with that. What'd you go with, Adam?
I went with guard.
Guard, yeah. Guard's just a solid choice. I'm gonna go with demons.
Not bad. Yep, I think that's a great choice as well. So there is a slew of amazing teams at this event. One of the ones that I really keyed in on, and I always watched these boys. There is a pretty much a full strength Swedish WTC team in attendance. Wow. Well, it's only 5 of them, but all 5 of them have played WTC for Team Sweden in recent years, and their 5-pack is terrifying. They've got Guard, Deathwatch, Necrons, Demons, and Tau, and they're going to do real well. In addition, there's like 3 UK-based teams, one of them being one of the War Masters teams, that look super jacked, in addition to a couple of the Vanguard Tactics teams. There's like 3 Vanguard Tactics teams. They're all contending as well, and a bunch of the bad moons.
I'm sorry. I have to call out this team. This team has the most creative, best team name I have ever heard for 40K. 9-inch fails.
Yeah, love it.
That is incredible. That is so clever. Oh, guys.
Very nice. All right. Who from this 5-pack is going to come away with the most amount of points on the team?
So I picked first, so I'll pick last. So we'll go with Paul first.
Paul?
Ooh, let's say, World Eaters.
Ooh. Nice. Dustin?
I'll go the Ultramarines.
Ultras. And I'm just going to go the Necrons.
Yeah.
All right. That is it for the Winter ITT.
Winter ITT. Good luck, everybody out there, especially the Windspoon collectors. Take some heads along the way. Hope you roll a lot of 6s. And the next one we're going to be covering is the Asian Teams GT from Phuket, Thailand. 144 players in 24 teams of 6 competing over 5 rounds. What are we going to see there?
In the Imperial Super Faction, let's see what the meta is like over there. 4 Sister Battle, 6 Custodes, 4 Admech, 11 Astra Militarum, 4 Grey Knights, and 2 Imperial Knights. Space Marines, there's 12 Adeptus Astartes, 2 Dark Angels, 2 Space Wolves, and 4 Blood Angels. Space Marines are actually a little light from the looks of it. Chaos, there's 2 Chaos Space Marines, 8 T-Suns, 8 Death Guard, 10 World Leaders, 7 Emperor's Children, 10 Demons, and 6 Chaos Knights. Xenos, there's 13 Necrons, 3 Orcs, 5 Tau, 5 Votan. Hive Mind, there's 6 Tyranids and 2 Gs to their cult. In Eldari, there's 5 Drukhari and 2 Eldari, meaning the faction point is still technically total Astartes up at 20. And then Necrons behind that with 13. Adeptus Astartes by themselves with 12. Astra Militarum then with 11. And then Demons and World Leaders tied with 10. That's not, again, it's not surprising. The Astra Militarum right now is so strong. Necrons being the top. So is it really that different? Is it really that different? Or maybe the lists are different?
Well, considering Demons were going to be the next position on our podium past that, it really isn't that different. Necrons being number 1 after Astartes is exactly the same. Guard and regular Adeptus Astartes making the podium is exactly the same. It's just different. Yeah, it's very similar.
But there's still 4 teams that didn't take Marines.
Yep. And these are 6-player teams, not 5 as well. Something to keep in mind.
Oh, that's right.
So it gets a little bit further stretched, but that further stretch doesn't really shake things up too much, which is fascinating. So it doesn't matter where in the world that you're playing right now. This seems to be how you want to construct a team.
Well, the meta is not solved, but it's fluid. It's definitely fluid.
Yeah. I would like to shout out very good numbers for both Thousand Suns and Death Guard at this one as well. Both having 8 players, 8 teams having taken them is very interesting because that'd be the next positions on our tier list. 6 Tyranids is not bad either. And then a good amount of Drukhari as well. 5 teams taking Drukhari and 5 teams taking Votan and Tau. A little low on the Orcs front is an interesting wrinkle. Possibly. And then, quite low comparatively on the Custodes front as well. Only 6 teams, so only a quarter of teams taking the Golden Boys. I did break out 2 teams for our breakdown here, and I will shout out the fact that there were some interesting things done at this event where they reached out to some well-known international players from throughout the world and invited them to come to this event. I was not one of those. You should probably fix that next year. But
you're saying you're close by. You'll make time. You'll be all right.
Yeah. So they reached out to StatCheck. And there is a team, an international squad from StatCheck, with Brian Sipe, Josh Roberts, Lewis Smith, Nathan Roberts, and Typhus from Poland. And in addition to Andraz Bells, who's I'm sure I know him by a nickname and not his actual name, so apologies, mate. And then another one which comprises quite a few Art of War players, including Ben Jurek, Michael Mann, Nick Nanavati, in addition to Jeff Legg and Greg Chamberlain. So there's actually like 2 full international squads of players they've invited to come. I think there's actually possibly 2 more as well, but those are the 2 I was going to highlight. But I eschewed unpacking those ones because those are players we can see anywhere.
Yeah,
we
see them all the time.
Next weekend. I wanted to look. Yeah, exactly right. I want to look at the hometown heroes, and the first up is Accidentally Play by Intent. Is the first team, whose name I adore. And these guys is, I think, more than half the team are players who represented Thailand at the WTC last year. So this is one I obviously wanted to look at because this is like I said, hometown heroes. They start off with a Chaos Space Marines list of Renegade Raiders, Grey Knights, Warbane Task Force. So Grey Knights coming up again and again at the moment. Adeptus Astartes, Ultramarine Blade of Ultramar, again and again as well. Tau Empire Modkar, Astra Militime Grizzled Company, and then Necron's Awakened Dynasty. And I think this, once again, is a really good 6-pack. I think you could definitely go with some different choices, but for what it breaks down to is it actually is just like a scary amount of gun on a bunch of different profiles. Like you have the Renegade Raiders for your trading army. They're just going to go out and trade and do very well at it. Grey Knights could also be played as a similar thing, but it's there to like scourge the earth of infantry. Crow and all the purifiers and stuff like that. Just destroy. I don't care what infantry you are. Even if you're custodians, that sucks to cop those units. The Adeptus Astartes, of course, we know the Blades of Ultramar leans itself more to the hulls rather than the melee than the Gladius build does. And then, of course, Monkar, Fast Gun, Go Good, which tempos extremely well with the Blades of Ultramar hull list.
That should be a table pick, for...
Yeah. Well, so the Blades of Ultramar, of course, has Devastator Doctrine that they could have for the first 3 turns. Monkar has Advance and Charge for the first Advance and Shoot for the first 3 turns. So you got 2 Fast Gun Good armies right there. Then Astra Militime Grizzled Company, just a performer, all-rounder, does everything. And then the backbone of the Awakened Dynasty to prop you up into a troubling matchup and just get a bunch of points. I think it's a sick lineup. The Chaos Space Marines you could place with probably Adeptus Sororitas would make this lineup overall slightly better. They're just, a bit more of a more powerful place as a trading army than Chaos Space Marines. But
with Chaos Space Marines, being this, that's the unknown here. That may be their X factor. That's where where they'll put like people don't know what this does. We figured out a way to get in there. Whereas the list you just mentioned, while I do agree is a powerhouse in a known quantity, sometimes you got to mix it up in these team events.
And it's what you got to play for. Like, it's what you got to play for. Is so much of these things as well. And Renegade Raiders is very much forgotten at the moment for just how good it can be at getting a score and denying a score. It doesn't really have much of a defense on the clapback. It's just Space Marines, but you just have a lot of stuff that you can make go to the moon with stratagems and fighting on objectives. Like, I don't think anybody has forgotten that like 5 Legionaries and a Chaos Lord is it just kills anything on an objective pretty much that isn't, say, a Riptide or tougher. And that's just kind of a good place to be. So I reckon this 5-pack is quite exciting, and I'm interested to see how these guys go. The next team for your viewing pleasure is Team Hong Kong, Psycho Choco. That's what they've called themselves. There's 3 Hong Kong teams. So there's 3 contingents of 6 players coming down from Hong Kong to Phuket. And this was the one that had the most of the previous WTC team in it. So this is the one I picked this out. There's one that's listed as Academy. There's another one listed with a weird name. This is the one I decided to pick out because I had a good chunk of players that I shook hands with last year. So I wanted to give them a shout out.
Nice.
Their 6-pack comprises of Emperor's Children Coterie, an aspect host of Eldari, Star Shadow Arsenal Necrons, so both teams taking Necrons, World Eaters Berserker Warband, Grey Knights again, and Adeptus Astartes Ultramarines Blade of Ultramar again. Every single team seems to be going Blades of Ultramar a lot, which is exciting to me. I think that's really quite cool. But Dustin, in particular, what do you make of this lineup?
I like this lineup a lot because Emperor's Children World Eaters pair a lot better than you might think they do. More Grey Knights. It's actually really interesting to see Grey Knights. I'm trying to figure out where they're trying to fit these. And they actually might fit with the Astartes with their pairings, because I don't think you want to put Grey Knights down as a defender a lot of the time, but pairing them with something like Astartes who have similar stat lines, similar elite, and maybe not as much shooting. I don't depends on what kind of list they have, but it's the power bodies you want to put together. They have a lot of them in this list. They're this team comp as well. The only ones that don't are Eldari and Necrons, and Necrons are Necrons. And
Yeah.
Eldari is one of the all comers as well. I feel like those are both actually Eldari and Necrons are both all comers. Then the others pair together perfectly. So
Let me run this past you. I have a theory. About why we're seeing a bunch of Grey Knights. So Grey Knights ostensibly don't do long range anti tank, kind of at all. Like they like I had about 60 reps on freaking Warbane Task Force last year, and I found like even 2 Dread Knights with rerolls struggled at times to kill a freaking Rhino. An AOC Rhino actually just sucked really, really rough. And so I pivoted the entire list into like I said before, scourging the earth of anything that isn't a tank. Like if you are infantry, you are dead. Mounted, dead. If you're a tank or a monster, I hope I don't play you. What is Eldari doing now that it doesn't have Fuegin and 10 Fire Dragons? Pretty sure it's by default having to go and scourge the earth of infantry also, and playing a much more, I'm going to kill all your scoring pieces and outscore you tempo game. I reckon Eldari and Grey Knights actually pair together quite well.
if you're planning on doing it that way, yeah, I could see that.
Hmm.
Interesting thought. Grey Knights, I think, struggle a bit more than because they don't have as many MSU pieces, but I get what you're saying with that in terms of their goal with it.
Yeah, they're doing it in different ways, but coming to the same
Yeah.
end result, hopefully. And
Like,
so, yeah,
Grey
that was
Knights
one
do
of
it
the
with a little bit more durability. Eldar just do it with more bodies.
numbers. Yeah, more activations.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, via committee rather than lol, Crow got to shoot, you're dead. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Crow and 10 purifiers go better. But yeah, I like this 6-pack quite a lot as well. I think this is quite good. Interesting one. How do you think these two pair up against each other? So if we get the Thailand home hopefuls versus what I believe is one of the better Hong Kong teams, how do we think they line up on each other? So we've got CSM Grey Knights, the same Adeptus Astartes, the same Grey Knights, the same Adeptus Astartes, then Tau, Astra Militarum, and Necrons versus different Necrons, Empress Children, Eldari, World Eaters, Grey Knights, and yeah, Adeptus Astartes. There's like 3 of the same in these lineups.
Well, the other team can lead with their Necrons, and this team will probably not wish to lead with their Necrons.
Right.
That is 100% correct. Unless, I mean, I didn't unpack these as you saw. I didn't break down the exact nuance of the archetypes there, but I suspect that is correct. I suspect the Necrons Awakened Dynasty is the easy put up here. I don't think outside the World Eaters, I don't think there's a second army that does well. I mean, if it is Necron Warrior based, the Grey Knights Warpbane Task Force does good work into them. If it's Wraith based, then there is no second matchup that wants to play into that of this lineup. So I agree with you, Paul. Dustin, you seeing anything different?
No, I think that's actually accurate. I'm not. I'm trying to think of what the differences are between like the Emperor's Children, what kind of X factor they bring to it, because they pair well into a lot. I don't know how many of the bad matchups are there. I'm thinking too much about it.
Yeah, I do quite like the idea of either the World Eaters or the EC going up for Team Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But I'm of the opinion you want to attack into somebody with those because there's so much gun on the other side in the Astartes, the Blades of Ultramar, in the Tau Moncar, and in the Grizzled Company. I got a feeling you want to hold those 2 to see if either of those 3 go up, and then attack them with World Eaters and Emperor's Children. But at the same time, you'll be on their board pick. So,
well, depending on what the list is for the Ultramarines, is probably what they put down as first defenders, because it benefits from a table pick most of the time and doesn't have many bad matchups. Like it probably has, I think, 1 in there, and then they can just avoid that.
The other one I was thinking of is if the Thailand team puts up the Grizzled Company first, because the other 2 darker lists that they have are Fast Gun, doesn't need the board pick anywhere near as much. They can function on a mid board very much better than the Grizzled Company can. The Grizzled Company will struggle on will want the light board every time if it can, whereas the other 2 could brawl on the mid board. On a mid density board a lot better because they have assault like army wide on their guns.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Anyway, an interesting wrinkle and time to pick us some winners.
Who's first this time? Is it Paul first now? It's Paul first now.
It's me last, so Paul first, yeah.
Let's go with Astra Militarum.
Good
Yeah,
pick, Paul.
it's pretty solid. I'll go with Adepts Astartes.
And I'm going to go with Demons.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, Brian Sipe's playing Demons. I'm going with Demons.
All right. Solid choice. Those are the events we're covering for this episode. And now's the part in time where I want to invite you to please click some of the links. If no matter where you're listening to us, there's something to do that will help the show out. You can hit the subscribe no matter where you are. You can hit a 5-star if you're listening to us in one of the aggregators. You can leave a comment down below, hit a bell or something over on YouTube. Those are the things that really, really help the show out. And I also wanted to mention, I know we mentioned the Patrons and folks earlier, but we do have a Patreon where we do a part 2 of this show for tier 2 and higher over there. It takes a lot of effort to put this show together, and that is one way if you are able to say what's up and that you appreciate what we're doing. We really love having everybody, no matter where you're listening to us and no matter how you can interact with us. We really appreciate it when you do that. Kind of just tricks the algorithm to say, hey, some other folks should come and do this as well, like listen with us and hang out in the live chat or in the comment section or whatever. And now things are going to get a little silly. This is the tough part in the show where we decompress. We've been talking about the stats, the numbers, the wins, the losses, the battles. And now we have a segment of the show that has sometimes very little to do with Warhammer 40,000. And here in this one, we have been battling each other the last couple of weeks, last couple of episodes. And it is time to have the dramatic conclusion to that battle. I tell you, my body is ready. My mind may not be, but I'm a combatant here.
Adam, give us the background of what's going on right now.
Let me set the stage. So on the part two of this episode, I look back on the events that we covered and I log who picked the most correct winner. We had 3 points for picking the first place, 2 points for a second place, 1 point for a third place. If none of us have picked a podium position, the next choice will get 1 point out of the top 10. If none of our factions came in the top 10 or our picks, no one gets any points, so much the better. And then at the end of each month, whoever has the most points wins that month. Going into the December month, it was Paul on 3 months, and then both Dustin and I on 2 months. Now, Dustin and I tied for points in December, and then we had a tiebreaker, which I won, which gave me the win on December, tying me with Paul on 3-month wins each for 2025. And now we have no ties.
We don't do ties. Otherwise, we would have all tied. We don't do that.
That's right.
We don't do that here.
It's nonsense. It's amazing that it worked out like that, though.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild that we were going to have a 3-way tie, and we just couldn't have it.
Potentially never again. This could be a historic once in a
That's true.
Correct. So now, seeing as we're going back past our first tiebreaker, I am now punching up into Paul for the year win. So the winner of this next Fuego segment will be the victor of 2025.
And let's be real, because I'm the one that gets to adjudicate it. I get to choose the way we do it. And it has been a while since we've done this. So what better way than to play around of guess those points?
Oh, no.
So I got to get you guys to log into the chat because you're going to need to actually type in the numbers. So for those of you that have not played this with us before, if you're in the chat, you can play it with us. I will be putting up on the screen 10 questions, and it'll be simple. All you have to do is type in the number of points. Like the unit that I say on screen could be combination units, could be try to trick you, but it'll be either one unit, it'll be like a squad of units with like a leader. You have to guess how many points they cost in 40K currently. Just type in the number as fast as you can. The faster you do it, the more points you get.
Is Paul and I typing it in, or are we saying it out loud?
You are both typing it in because the timing matters.
We're typing it in. I don't have the chat.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said log into the chat. You're gonna need to log into it. Let me know when you're in there, because we need to make sure we're all tracked here. Anybody in chat can participate too. So everybody, get ready for do that. I'm not going to start until you guys are.
Hang on. Yeah, I don't.
I'm ready.
Don't worry. I'll get over to the proper screen here, and hopefully it works. There's Adam in there. I see Adam.
Hang on. I've got to get in there as a different account.
Yeah, you should. You probably shouldn't do it as Warhammer Meta Chasers.
Oh.
All right, so whoever scores more at the end of this game, at 10 questions, whoever scores more between the two of you will win the year of 2025.
All right.
KR, if you beat both of them, maybe I get to win. We'll see.
Well, KR is on points right now. So KR is on 2 points.
Oh, see? So KR can actually make it a 4-way tie.
Oh, no. KR's points are going towards January.
Oh, okay. Towards January. All right. All right. Both ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this works. I'm going to press the start button, and we're going to hopefully go.
Oh, start. I got to have 2 screens up? My goodness.
No, what? 2 screens? Well, I'm going to read it off to you as well, but it'd be better if you could just see it. Of course, it's not going to work off the bat, though.
And we get one guess, and it's whoever's closest between me and Paul wins it, or do we have to be correct?
No. It's you don't have to be correct. That'll be impressive if you get all these correct, but you don't have to be correct. You just have to get it's the closest, the fastest. And this should be. Oh my god, it's not working properly. I might have to just do it off screen and then
Hang
you guys
on.
go.
Oh my goodness.
What are you doing?
When I'm trying to get in this.
I'm getting an error. I'm trying to fix it.
All right, good.
This is just so I'll get your time to get in here.
I think I'm in there. I think I'm in there.
You think you're in there? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Paul.
Otherwise, I'm just going to do it myself because I don't know why it's not just working. Because it was working a second ago. I hate this. Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties.
I know. Look, I already told them this is part of the show, but they should already turn the thing off anyway.
It's true. That's all you know. At this point, if you're listening to us on the podcast, it won't be as entertaining until we get this started.
We've given the official disclaimer.
Yeah. So I want to get this working. So because we're paying for it, so it can work.
Oh, we're paying for it. Yeah, you get it working.
So anyway, how's everybody doing?
Man, I am rough, but I'm
gonna
be fine. Here we go.
What it started and then it stopped. What the hell? It's all right. Keep going with your banter.
Look, it's the start of the year. Like, look, I know we don't do necessarily resolutions or anything on this show, but I've been getting a little hobby done, building some models. Looking forward to getting some games in this year.
Me too. I can't wait. Looking like I'm going to be doing a lot of travel this year as well, so I'm hoping I can take an army with me. Looking to find the smallest thing knights will fit into. The smallest case, but I might be playing Warhammer on my journeys.
That's all right. Look, I got some knights here. Should be all right. Adepticon is coming up pretty soon. That's going to be a destination event. Talked about those earlier. People are going to, it's in Milwaukee this year. And last year too.
Yeah, it was fantastic last year. Looking forward to another awesome Adepticon. And then who knows what the rest of the future holds, right? There's a lot unannounced from Games Workshop side of things, and we'll see what the upcoming events are. But I'm excited.
Indeed.
I need to get over to Nottingham sometime this year. I would like that. That's a goal of mine. I've never been to the UK.
Really? The UK? Not even like
not once.
London or whatever?
I've been kind of saving it. Like, I mean, okay. I've flown through London. Like, I've had a layover in London, but that doesn't count.
Let's see what we can do. Put that on a goal for us for this year.
Yeah. How are we doing, Dustin?
I hope we're going well. Otherwise, I'm just going to do it.
We're doing it.
Let's just do it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah, because I say you have to select account to go live on. I did. That's why we're doing it.
Yeah, we tried. We tried.
We tried.
We did. Okay, I was talking about the new Custody sculpts, and I love everything about them except the length of their helmets. Apart from that, they all look sick. I need to see them in person before I'd
like to see them in person too, and how well they kind of blend in with some of the other the existing stuff as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Expanding on those armies, but yeah, really looking forward to seeing those on the table. Like, They look nice.
They do. And it's going to be so nice for Custodes players to have the full range in plastic, like the Terminators, the Caladius, all that stuff is fantastic. The sculpts are so good. The Terminator, like they're the best dreadnoughts in the game, the best looking dreadnoughts in the game. They look so superb.
Getting tanks and stuff, that's big. It makes them more accessible. So like it's one of the coolest things about all the Heresy stuff is that it getting things in plastic, it also gives you things you can import into the 40K side of things if you want that retro feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Dustin, let's just do it
manually. Okay, so you guys just need to type it in. So I'll look at the.
I'm still typing in. Here. I'm still typing in. All right, nice. Okay.
You're still typing in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it that you're assuming that we're both going to get them right, like dead on, and that the timestamp is the important thing. I do love that you're assuming.
I'm gonna keep track of this manually. I'm gonna keep track of the differences between you two. So by the end, whoever has the lowest difference is going to be the winner.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
That's a more
if I have to
feasible thing.
If I have to use timestamps for the difference, though, I will do so. Don't worry. Okay. First question. Oops. Do we get manually? First question. Commander Dante with 3 Sanguinary Guard.
I don't think he's expensive as he should be. He is nowhere near as expensive as he should be. He said 3 Sanguinary Guard?
3 Sanguinary Guard.
Huh. Yep. Cool. I'm done.
Ooh. Okay. So 290 for Paul and 250 for Adam. The correct answer at 210 for KR. The correct answer is 245.
Ooh! Suck it, Paul.
It felt like it was going to be a little lower. It's
You overshot it a little bit.
I did.
So Adam's got an early lead here. Next one. 3 Night Despoilers.
In, and I think I am.
Ooh. Adam got it right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Intentionally. I was like
right
I gotta come in under this one.
Yeah, they're exactly 390 each.
Oh boy, that's gonna skew this a lot.
Oh man, I'm still in this.
You're still in it.
You are still in this.
What did you guess? 795. Okay,
I feel
next
like you
up.
get a lot of nights nowadays.
It's true.
Yeah, that's literally my army. I've been literally.
I gave Blood Angels first. I'm trying to make this fair.
Look, that was solid. I don't think there's any collusion.
All right, next up. 6 Bullgrin led by a commissar.
He has to have the enhancement to lead him. Shit. I got a price in the enhancement. I'm gonna go with 2. I know how much they are. I know how much he is. I don't know how much whatever. All right, I'm just doing that. Oh, 260 and 265. Dang.
Ooh. It's 250.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
So I know they're 200. I know he's 40. I didn't know if it was 20, 25, or 15 for the enhancement.
I believe it's 10.
God damn, that's a good enhancement. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, we're going to move away from your armies for a little bit now. The next one, a squad of 3 Pyrovores.
I'm just going to go 40 points a model, 120 him. Ooh, 30 points a model by Paul.
That's what I'm thinking.
Pyrovores are the most awkward points per model because it's 40, then 30, then 35. It's 105 is the answer.
Oh,
it's so weird.
So we're in the middle. So we're both 15 off.
Yep.
Huh.
So I'm gonna watch that one.
I knew there was a 30 in there somewhere, right?
Yep.
I had zero idea.
Next up, Nightbringer with advance and charge.
All right, I'm in.
Woo!
I think he's 115, and I think it's 30 points for the advance in charge.
Adam nailed it. 345, right on the money.
Oh yeah, sinking ship there, Paul.
I know. What do you do? What do you do?
Don't worry, there's equalizers coming. Next
Demand a swimsuit contest.
Right now.
You probably win. You probably win.
Okay, ready for this? Next up, 4 Victrix Honor Guard. 4.
The answer is not enough. I'm going to go with 4. What the crap? I'm going to go 110.
145, 110. The answer is 220 because that's the break point where they get to 6.
Ah.
Oh, you son of a...
Got him.
Cooked me. That was actually good. That was actually a good trick question.
That was a good one. I could not remember.
Sunk by default.
Like when you got the characters and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Keeping that out there. Paul got a bit of points back there. Next up.
Thanks.
6 Ironkin Steeljacks with melee weapons.
All right. 130.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul. I'm just going to go higher than you because I think it's more than 130. And for the memes, 131. I think they're like 160?
170.
Ah, crap. Okay.
I'm just going to give Adam one more point for that.
I know that there seemed like they weren't a lot of points. That's
But, yeah.
for what they do,
I am championing your integrity here, Paul. I thought you were just going to start waiting for me to say something, then undercut or overcut me by one.
Why did do that?
It's not a bad strategy. Because that's what I just did to you.
That's true.
Well, look.
All right. Question number 8. 7 Scarab Occult Terminators.
Is this another true question? I don't believe they come in 7s, even though they should. They should. All of the cult troops
just pay for it.
should come in 7s. Yeah, they definitely don't come in 7s. So how much does the 10-man cost? I'm just going to go like 320.
The answer is 360.
So it is the cost of a 10-man. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it is the cost of a 10-man.
Playing funny buggers with his brother.
Hey, it's
being tricksy.
I got to be tricksy with some of these.
Yeah.
All right. The next 2 are not tricksy. They're just ones that you won't know offhand. Question number 9. A Patriarch and 10 Steelers.
This is cheating? Well, okay, are you cheating?
I'm going again.
Firing
that off again. Feels good.
I'm going 290. Let's go.
And Paul pulls some points back. 215 is the answer.
Ooh, dang. Good job, Paul.
All right. The big equalizer. Number 10. The final question to determine the winner of the 2025 post show, the Meta Chasers. How many points is a Tyranid Harridan?
What even is a Harridan? Harridan's the Trogdor, right?
The what?
It's the Trogdor, the big dragon. I'm gonna go 700. Ooh.
So
650
650
and
for
700.
Paul and 700 for Adam. The answer is 610.
Oh, Paul got me. Nice.
So the winner of 2025 is drumroll. It is Adam.
Way off on the
The despoilers killed you. The despoilers killed you. You were making back points. You were coming back.
I would love to say, as savant meta chasers, between two of us, essentially 20 guesses at 10 things, we got one correct. One
You got two.
Well, we're
bullseye.
all in the
got two.
ballpark within a couple of points here and there. You know, look,
We were.
stared enough army list, it just kind of sits in your brain. But congratulations. Congratulations. And look, we're just getting started this year. So, keep coming back in to see how we do or how, or maybe how far off we are on some of these things. But so far, we've been really good at predicting the winners of some of these things and seeing the trends as they evolve over this year. And this year is shaping up to be very exciting. You're not going to want to miss it. That is our show this week. Had an absolutely amazing time hanging out with everybody. Hope y'all did as well. I'm going to be back doing this next week, bringing you more stuff. If you're playing in an event anywhere out there in the world, let us know where you're playing so we can keep our eye on it if it's not on our radar already. Dustin and Adam have an amazing time. Going to wrap this up and then get ready for this weekend, see how these tournaments shape up.
Love to see it.
Beautiful.
And check out the next couple of weeks because we're paid for this for a month. So I'm going to get it working and we're going to do some more guess those points for the rest of this month for Fuego.
Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will be back. See y'all soon, everybody. Have a great night.
Take care.
Bye, everybody.